Imagine you're sitting in the dark, the power's gone out, again. The water taps are dry, the radio is screaming political drama, and you're just wondering, is there a story out there that truly captures this madness, this beauty, this wild ride of being Zimbabwean? Well, I found it. It's called Writing Free. And trust me, this isn't your regular anthology of doom and gloom tales. No, this is Zimbabwean literature turned upside down, shaken a bit, and served with a twist of humor, pathos, and fire. Today, I'm going to take you through this amazing collection, story by story. And when I'm done, you'll be convinced this book deserves a crown. So, Writing Free, edited by the wonderful Irene Staunton, is a short story anthology published by Weaver Press in 2011. It's only 138 pages, but believe me, this book packs enough drama, humor, tragedy, and rebellion to fill 1,000. What's different about this collection? Well, instead of sticking to the usual Zimbabwean flagpoles, hyperinflation, land grabs, economic collapse, and the political circus, these 15 authors, both homegrown and from the diaspora, decided to go big. They explored love, identity, imagination, and even writer's block, in a way that will leave you thinking, wait, did that character just refuse to be written? Let me break down some of these gems for you. Jonathan Brakharsh kicks things off with running in Zimbabwe. And no, this isn't about Usain Bolt's Zimbabwean cousin. It's about people literally and metaphorically running, from their lives, their problems, the government, you name it. The story crescendos into a full-on demonstration against the government because guess what? People have finally had it with no electricity, no water, and no basic sanitation. Imagine running from place to place because the taps are just dead. This story feels like an anthem for every Zimbabwean who's ever said, "Ha, enough is enough." Then we meet Tendai Huchu's crossroads. Oh, what a story. Picture this. A Black Zimbabwean man and his fiancée are standing at life's crossroads. Not just about where to live or how much each of them has to give up for marriage. Nope, it's bigger. The man is battling with his past, his memories of growing up in Zimbabwe, and trying to convince his fiancée that his homeland isn't all bad. Meanwhile, she just wants a quiet place to raise her kids. No drama, no noise. It's like watching two people argue over whether they should live in Harare or Hobbiton from Lord of the Rings. Huchu alternates between past and present beautifully, weaving in nostalgia and cultural pride, all while making you feel the tension between wanting home and wanting peace. Donna Kirstein's The Situation. This one is clever. She gives us 3 different voices, each seeing Zimbabwe from different angles. But by the end, they all converge into this sense of hope. It's like, maybe, just maybe, the situation is looking up. One of the threads even reads like a BBC reporter trying to bend the truth, probably sipping tea while spinning the news. But no matter how hard they try, the facts are the facts. The poetic voice in this story is stunning. It's like she's holding up a mirror to the nation saying, look, you're a mess, but there's still beauty there. Then there's Eyes On by Fungasai Sasa. Think Romeo and Juliet, but with a Zimbabwean twist. A black guy, a white girl, and of course, 2 very different families. The boy's mother? Oh, she's not having it. She tells him, if you can't find a good Zimbabwean girl, I will find one for you. You can practically hear the drama sizzling. The story is told from both perspectives, and the girl's voice is so poetic it's like reading her diary. The way their love story unfolds is delicate, interwoven with tension and humor. And you're left wondering, are they really following each other? Or is this just his paranoid imagination? Now, Emmanuel Sagauka's African Wife takes us to Sacramento. Here's a Zimbabwean guy who marries a white American woman, and suddenly he's learning that love doesn't solve everything. He's jobless, his qualifications don't mean much, and to top it off, his fellow African brothers are side-eyeing him, thinking his marriage was just for papers. It's such a raw, honest look at diaspora struggles. How love, identity, and survival get tangled in ways you don't expect. Now this one had me laughing. Ignatius Mabasa's The Novel Citizen is about a writer who can't control his own characters. Imagine sitting down to write, and your character just jumps off the page saying, "Listen, buddy, I'm not doing that scene," and stop killing us off whenever you feel like it. It's a hilarious and genius way of exploring writer's block, and the idea that characters once written kind of develop a life of their own. Seriously, every writer out there will feel this one in their bones. Patina Gapa's story takes us back to the early days after independence, when schools were just starting to integrate. It's about a student who encounters her old teacher years later, and the layers of apartheid, class, and racial tension unfold like old scars being reopened. Gapa does this so well, mixing nostalgia, history, and subtle humor. No Violet Bulawayo's Shamisos is heartbreaking. It's about a Zimbabwean emigre who dies during South Africa's xenophobic attacks. And the painful part? This isn't just fiction. It's drawn from real events. Bulawayo captures how economic desperation can strip away our humanity. You read this story and you just pause. Ethel Kawabata's Time's Footprints follows a man who goes into exile after being chased by government forces. While he's away, his wife dies of cancer. The story mixes politics with the deeply personal. It's not just about exile, it's about how absence can turn into rejection, even if you didn't mean it to. This story is painfully familiar. A community gathers for food handouts from donors. Some of the girls are being used for research studies, and Nzenza doesn't shy away from calling out Zimbabwe's decline, from a breadbasket nation to one that can't feed itself. The political split between ZANU-PF and MDC is right there in the background, making everything more intense. Mlalazi's story is brutal and emotional. A family is burnt alive because they supported the wrong political party. The narrator, a child. And that makes it hit even harder. It's raw, it's terrifying, but it's also one of the most powerful stories in the collection. Ambrose Musiiwa's Danfo Driver is about poverty-crushing dreams. A boy is asked what he wants to be when he grows up, and he says, a combi driver. And not because he loves driving, because poverty has erased all other possibilities. It's simple, but gut-wrenching. This one is surreal, almost like a puzzle. A girl goes silent for years, then commits suicide. The investigator suspects foul play, but the truth is never quite clear. Is the silent girl a metaphor for Zimbabwe itself? It's one of those stories that stays in your head long after you finish. Mandashona gives us a cheating husband who's out drinking and womanizing while his pregnant wife is at home. There's a power cut, classic Zimbabwe, and somehow the story weaves in global commentary alongside his drama. It's chaotic, messy, and totally believable. And finally, Isabella Madambanso's The Missing. Oh, this one is pure poetry. It's about a couple's romantic memories interrupted by a sudden, mysterious event. There's this haunting quality to it, a sense of searching for the past, for truths that can never quite be uncovered. Madambanso herself says it's set in a place where ghosts still live, and you feel that. So there it is, Writing Free. 15 stories, 15 voices, all painting this vast, complicated portrait of Zimbabwe. Its pain, its beauty, its humor, and its hope. At just 138 pages, it's like eating a perfect meal. No filler, just flavor. Irene Staunton, the editor of this anthology, deserves serious credit for pulling this off. She didn't just collect stories. She curated a vision, a daring redefinition of what Zimbabwean literature can be. The themes here are universal: love, loss, identity, resilience. But the storytelling is uniquely Zimbabwean. Whether it's the satire of Ignatius Mabasa, the lyricism of No Violet Bulawayo, or the emotional punch of Tendai Huchu, every story is a window into something fresh. For me, this book isn't just a collection of short stories. It's a cultural time capsule. It's one of the best anthologies I've ever read, and I honestly think future Zimbabwean literature will be judged against the boldness of Writing Free. So, if you're looking for a book that will make you laugh, cry, and think, sometimes all in one page, this is it. Thanks for watching. If you've read Writing Free or any of these authors, drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't, trust me, get this book. It's like a roller coaster ride through Zimbabwe's heart and soul. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more book reviews. See you next time. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. If you're interested in diving deeper into this book, I've left some links down in the description. You can use it to grab yourself a copy and keep the adventure going. And if you're in the mood for more great reads, don't go just yet. Click on one of the videos popping up right now that I think you'll love. And don't forget to give this review a like, leave a comment, or even subscribe if you'd like to see more. Every bit of support helps us grow this little community of book lovers. See you in the next one.